If you are the strong friend and you are on a weight loss journey, or you're a single mom and you're doing this thing on your own and you are getting on this weight loss journey, then this video is for you. In today's video, I just want to share with you some things that you might want to know as it relates to being the strong friend, as it relates to your emotions before you get started, so you can kind of be mentally prepared. Okay, if you don't know me, I'm Coach Kofia. I help women heal, thrive, and become mentally fit. And I'm on a treasure hunt. I'm on a treasure hunt where I am becoming the best version of myself, and my specific focus currently is my physical fitness, right? And my weight and my appearance and looking the way that I want to look. And so I'm gonna sit down over here because we gotta talk, okay? So I am divorced mom of 3, right? And I've been divorced almost 6 years now. I can't believe it's almost 6 years. And so I've been doing this thing on my own for a while. And I've been doing this single mom thing on my own for a while. I had tried to lose weight before, about when my daughter was first born. My youngest daughter was first born, and I lost about 30 to 40 pounds learning how to really eat real foods, right? And so just really learning. I mean, my coach had me trying all kind of stuff that I was like, I didn't even know this was a vegetable. And so the weight was really just falling off of me, right? And one of the things I realized though in that journey was that I was an emotional eater. That's when I realized that. And so in those moments of wanting to go to food, because at the time I still had food noise, it was almost like me changing the way I eat unlocked my feelings. And I was like, I don't know what to do with these. Like, put them back. You know what I'm saying? Put them back in the container. I don't want these feelings. You can keep them. And I just remember it was so difficult. It was so difficult trying to manage my emotions, all the while feeling like I was deprived. Like, it was so much going on. I was overwhelmed. Do you hear me? And I think that's part of the reason why. I was like, and I made a video yesterday talking about, like, it's so much easier just to eat, right? Eat the feelings away. And so now being on this journey, having the tool of the medication, and if you are a person who, if you have already identified that you are an emotional eater, then you want to be fully aware of that. And you want to make sure that you have some tools that you can use, right? And I believe that the medication is definitely one of the tools that we can use to be able to deal with the stuff that kind of has been laying dormant. And that has been my experience. So I went through my divorce and going through the weight loss, lost some weight, realized how hard it was as it relates to my emotions, right? It wasn't like making good decisions. Like, you know what to choose. That's not the issue. It's how I feel when I choose it, right? That's what got me into the work that I do now, is like helping people with their emotions, because I know what it's like to feel so overwhelmed and to not know what to do, because all the choices seem like they're going to produce some type of pain and discomfort. And I'm like, I don't know how to deal with that. And that's how I was feeling. And so going on this journey now, you know, losing 45 pounds in not even 17 weeks and just feeling really good. Those emotions are coming back. That sensitivity to life experiences is coming back. And I can definitely tell the difference in this journey, in this time, is that I have a lot more tools and I know how to use them. And I am fully aware, like, I'm not afraid of the emotion, right? It almost makes me feel like that Home Alone scene. I feel like a lot of times I reference that Home Alone scene where the little boy, Macaulay Culkin, he go outside and he's like, I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Okay. So it's like that. I feel like that with my emotions. I understand that even though it feels like they're going to kill me, like, they're not going to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like they're about to take me out. I'm overwhelmed by these sensations, but they're not. And coming on the other side of that, going through this journey, I wanted to just share with you some tools that I've been using to really, and really it's just one major thing that you really got to get accustomed with, especially if you are a person who is the strong friend. If you are a single mom, it can be very difficult to do this thing, but it will just give you a fuller experience if you do. Okay, so the first couple things is you gotta just make a decision that you're not going to be afraid to deal with the emotion. Even if you don't know exactly what to do with the feelings, you're not going to be afraid to face them. My situation hasn't changed over the last, 4 or 5 years as it relates to how I'm getting help or not getting help with taking care of my daughters. My daughters have been girls this whole time. Their emotions, their fluctuations of how they feel, maybe getting a little bit more intense as they get older and getting closer to puberty and stuff like that. But having girls has not been different. The difference is I am more sensitive to it, and I am more sensitive to their fluctuations and feeling my capacity. So when I say capacity, it's like my ability to manage. And so really just taking care and making sure that I am in tune with what I need, how I need it. And so just really being in tune with how I'm feeling and, what I can handle. And so nothing has changed over the last 5 years, but me. And I'm more aware of how heavy this is. And taking care of, taking care of yourself is heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, just dealing with you is heavy. So dealing with and managing 3 children who are girls, who like to talk, who like to engage, who like to, talk, who like to engage, who like to talk, who have problems that they're facing, who have friends that they engage with, who have problems that I need to solve, and then the responsibility financially on just me to take care of the household and, not getting any support physically, financially, emotionally, that's a heavy load. And so I'm recognizing that it's heavy. It's heavy, okay? And I think that's a part of it. Just being honest with the fact that your life takes work. Your life is not necessarily easy. Your life sometimes is heavy. The things that you're facing, the things that you're dealing with. And if you are deciding to go on a weight loss journey and you know that you're an emotional eater, or you have found out that you are an emotional eater, then you want to be as prepared as you can by not running away from your feelings. That is the key, deciding that you're not going to run away from the feelings. And so that means feeling the feelings in your body and finding ways that you can exert the extra energy that's within. And so for me, that's knowing that I need to go for a walk. I need to go on a walk because when I go on a walk, it exerts energy that I have built up. It also gives me time in nature to reflect on the goodness of God, to be able to see the beauty that's here and be grateful for the things that I have. And so getting outside and smelling the fresh air is a beautiful thing and a stress reliever for me. And so that's one of the things that I do is I decide that I'm not going to be afraid anymore. And then I say, you know what? I'm going to get outside, right? I take a pause. I take a pause for the cause. If there is a situation that I need to deal with, I am completely okay with recognizing I may not be in a good state of mind. I need to take a little walk, okay? And so taking walks, finding things, understanding that you don't have to deal with everything right then and there. You get to pick how you engage. And so if you're not in a good state of mind and you have a lot of built up emotion and you're working on processing those things, then just take a pause for the cause. Take a walk, come back to it, right? The other thing that I do that's come so freaking helpful is I'm journaling. I am journaling, and I heard somebody say that journaling is like the windshield wipers of the spirit. And so just being able to get the things outside of your head onto paper And then from there, you can take the next step and reread it and process it and reframe it how you would like to reframe it in the best way that it works for you, right? And then the biggest thing, and this is the last thing I'm going to share, is you got to ask for help. You got to be okay asking for help. And you probably hear this and you probably cringe, because that's what I used to do. I'm like, I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I done ask people for stuff and they don't come through. Do you hear me? And so we've built up these barriers, these walls, and it's really not allowing God to show up in your life, right? And so he speaks a lot. The word of God speaks about asking, seeking, knocking. And to ask someone for anything is putting yourself in a position of vulnerability. It's not weak. It is a place of strength to be able to say, I'm strong enough, I love myself enough to recognize where I am versus what I need, and I'm willing to present myself in a way to give somebody else another opportunity to show up for me, right? Just because those people didn't show up for you doesn't mean that the person sitting next to you is not going to show up, right? You could have a whole new crew of people. So you're going to treat them how you used to treat the other people that didn't show up? And people change. Who you were yesterday is not who you were today. And so just seeing it from that perspective and being able to ask for help, right? And for you do that in the way that really works for where you are. So, for me, if I'm getting overwhelmed, I will send out a text message individually at first, right? And then I might just shoot out a group text message to my core people like, hey, bro, hey, y'all, I'm struggling, or I need some help. And just being willing for people to show up. And everybody might not, right? Everybody might not, but that's not the point. The point is you allowing space for God to show up and using people on this earth to reflect the love that he has for you. That's what it's about. And being able to receive that love. And that in itself is going to enlarge your capacity to manage. As you begin to show yourself and present yourself to other people, you'll begin to see people be able to show up for you and see the love that God has for you. And it's going to enlarge your ability to handle the things that you're facing or the things that may come up. And so when you're on this weight loss journey, know that you're needing to ask for help, that you're going to have some tools. And so if you like this type of content, definitely put the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments below, what is a tool that you use as a stress reliever? What is one thing that you use as a stress reliever? And this is for us to have conversation around, but this is really for even more so people who are going through their weight loss journey or plan to go through their weight loss journey, and maybe they don't have all the tools, they haven't done all the research, or maybe they haven't gone to therapy, or they haven't gotten a coach, or whatever. So make the comment section, y'all. Let's blow up the comment section with tools, resources, suggestions, tips on how to handle this emotional eating, so that people can have the tools that they need to be successful on their weight loss journey, but just really to experience a fuller and more joyful life. All right, y'all go be great by mastering what's on your plate. And remember, we grow better together. We'll talk soon.